would be like a desk. I don't know, is this being used?
It is, that's your dessert table,
That's
but
the table.
that means,
And then the podium, or whatever.
yeah.
So where's, I guess Nancy's gonna be here. So, because this is where, when Penny brings the flowers, that'll be perfect.
She's constantly sanitizing.
Here you go. Don't leave home without it.
Oh, if you didn't notice, everyone got one.
Okay, see that? Thank you.
And,
Okay, that's cute.
and I would like to welcome you all to Nancy's retirement celebration. I've had the privilege of working, notice the word privilege. I have had the privilege of working with Nancee for the last 10 years. And 9 of them, I was right next to her. So I thought the best way to begin this retirement gala is by paying tribute to the way Nancee begins her hectic morning. But before I begin, my attorneys told me, let's see if this works. I practice. Be patient. And patient. Well, it was supposed to be the theme of Law and Order. Well, maybe. Maybe. Well, pretend. What I like to do is, I guess, do a waiver. The following skit. Oh, wrong one. The following skit is based on actual encounters at our school. But it doesn't depict no specific character. And the dialogue is a work of fiction interpreted by me. And that's why Nancee's great. Oh, Nancee loves to give out candy.
Hi, Nance. Hi. Hey, what's up?
How's the sub situation?
It's a mess this morning. We had 8 unfilled, but 4 were just picked up on ASAP.
Oh, okay. Listen, please start calling the master teachers and PERT members. Coverage. Remember, I am all about equity, so see who's next on that list. I'm just pulling into the parking lot now. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, see you soon. Sounds good.
My goodness. Already a line? Oh, I have a meeting in Plum Street. You're just gonna have to wait. I know I'm off script, but it's okay. I never follow the rules. Just ask Nancee. Good morning, everyone. Cindy, did you get coverage yet? What's the scoop here?
Yes, Nancee, we have a couple people unfilled, but I did get a hold of Sue. She's covering room 1 for Miss Jenna in the AM, and Katie's covering in the PM. I have Judy covering room 2 for Nicole McCleary. in the AM, and then Angela will be in there in the PM. I've left messages for Maddie and Paula to cover at Almond Road. Oh, by the way, Lynn's on the phone with you. It's very important. Something's going on at Almond Road.
Cindy, the sleeve's coming. I'm gonna go check out the covers and the gym set up and the playground. I'll be back. She looks really good.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, never mind. I'm out of here. I'll come back later.
You're chicken, Kelly, chicken. You too, Patty. Hello? Hello?
Hi, Nancy. Nancy, I can't hear you. You gotta use your cell phone.
Again? It's not working? Okay. I lost my cell phone, but I'll pretend.
We've got the fire department here, the police department. That phone that we disconnected is still calling 911. Everybody thinks we've got an emergency. I just want you to know, call Plum Street, let them know there is no emergency. Okay? Can you hear me, Nancy? Can you hear me?
Yes, Lynn. Do you have everything under control? Bye. Bye. What? Is she still talking? Hello? What happened? What happened?
I tell you, did you hear Priscilla's pregnant?
Yeah, I did hear that. The part that you may miss, this is a very, excuse me. The part that you might miss is, this is an extremely young faculty. The ranges are of ages 22 to 32, and then the old farts like me. So we're always inundated with marriages and pregnancies. Yeah, you can, yeah.
Hi, Nancy. I have to talk to you about a personal issue. I'm pregnant.
You're what?
I'm pregnant.
Congratulations! When are you leaving? When are you coming back?
I don't know yet.
And whatever you do, make sure all your paperwork is in. Okay? You got it. If not, I'll have Joanne call you.
Okay. Thanks, Nancy.
Congratulations! You have 2 boys, right?
Yes, I do.
So you're kind of wishing for a girl?
We'll see.
We'll see. Will you be done if it's another boy?
Well, she knows you, Nancy.
All right. Cindy. Cindy.
Yes, Nancy.
Penny, is it your turn, honey? Okay, I'm really involved in this.
All right, the state's coming today. We have a lot of subs in the building. They're all covered, but if they go into certain rooms, I need to go cover there. We're missing 2 outlet covers in the gym and another in the hallway.
2 outlet covers. The state is looking for 2 outlet covers. It's a safety hazard. Okay. Oh, that's true. Putting their fingers where they don't belong. Cindy!
Yes, ma'am.
Get a hold of Alfonso and see if he can, oh no, get some of those outlet covers.
Okay, we have them in the closet, ma'am. How many do you need?
3. We need 3, Cindy.
Okay.
Nancy, also the lock on the maintenance shed is also missing. And that's a major safety hazard. They have all kinds of poisons in there. It's missing again.
Excuse me.
She's lucky she's out and retired.
Hey, you're nowhere says Nancy. Oh, now, Cindy.
Yes, ma'am.
Cindy, and mind you, I've been in that office 9 years, And that's all I hear. Cindy! Cindy!
Yes.
Get a hold of Alfonso and see if he has an extra lock.
Okay, I did call Alfonso, and by the way, the swing playground, they're fixing the holes in the swing playground, and it's gonna be closed today.
Uh-oh, the state is coming. This is ridiculous. Why the hell are they fixing the playground today? Oh, excuse me, Nancee would have never said that. Never. But if she didn't, I would have said it for her.
Okay, I'll talk to the teachers that use that playground and let them know that if their room gets picked by the state, I'll have them go to the train playground. I'll go around to each of the teachers so that they have to go outside or they bomb the Eckers. It's 3
They
days.
bomb the Eckers.
3 days.
They bomb the Eckers. All right. And they have to clean whatever they're doing in the playground. All right. All right. Okay. Cindy! Cindy!
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, maybe I should try calling her this time. Oh, Cindy.
Yes, Nancy?
Can you make an announcement that the swing playground is closed and Penny will warn the teacher, and advise the teachers on gross motor time because they have to go outside or they bomb the Eckers.
All right, no problem. I'll make
Bye,
it
Penny.
now.
Bye. Bye. We're done with you. Have a nice day. Bye. That is her. Are you videoing?
Yes.
Announcement on behalf of Nancy. We want to let all staff know that the swing playground will be closed today due to maintenance. So Penny will be coming around and advising you of your new gross motor time. Thank you.
Cindy.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, I'm reading my email. Wait, Cindy.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait. Oh no. Wait, Cindy, did we have coverage yet?
Yes, I got a hold of Maddie and Paula, and they are on their way to Almond Road. Yes.
Okay. Is there anyone else waiting?
Yes, Terry has been waiting for you. Kelly needs to speak to you, but she said she'll talk to you
It
later.
can't be about pregnancy. She's old. Oh, please.
Nancy, you're not going to believe this. I'm pregnant.
Congratulations. When are you leaving? March. When are you coming back?
Right away.
Oh, okay.
6 weeks.
6 weeks?
6 weeks.
How old is your daughter?
Haley's 10 and a half.
10 and a
This was
half.
2 years ago, everybody.
How old are you?
I'll be 41 in August.
Woo! Still, and I guess I want to know is, how old is your husband?
I'll be 52 in June.
Did he agree to this?
He had no choice.
Oh,
I'm not pregnant, everybody. That was 2 years ago.
no, because her husband would be having a heart attack.
Now, yes. Bye, Nance. Thank you.
Okay, Cindy! Am I losing my hair? Oh. Cindy,
Yes, Nancy?
is there anyone else?
No, nobody else to see.
Would you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you close the door behind you?
absolutely.
I know I have a meeting downtown. They didn't cancel
I
it.
think they did. John Franchipani just called for you and said that the meeting was canceled.
Oh, thank the Lord. Close the door, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Joanne! Yeah? How many more days till retirement? Thank you.
I didn't want a retirement party, but someone threw one for me. I'm the oldest in the family. And unfortunately, I wasn't around much when Nancee was growing up. So I don't have any stories about Nancee. The only one I do have is, at least I was told this, I was practicing parallel parking for my road test, and I believe she was in one of the trash cans. So it went all over. And it's ironic that when I was in high school there was no behind the wheel, and it's ironic now that I own a driving school, but the idea is when I practice parallel parking, I practice the wrong way. Instead of backing in this way, I backed in the other way. So my father took me the next day, and we go to the road test. I said, oh my God, I practiced the wrong way. So eventually, it was Nancee was in a trash can, didn't tell me which way to go. But basically I got through it. But since I was the oldest, and she was the fourth, with Craig, then Cindy, and Nancee, and then Jeff. The baby. He's the baby of the family. So, to make a long story short, I only have a couple things that Nancee will think maybe a little bit funny. She didn't back then. I was a teacher at Vineland High School for 25 years, and then I got promoted to assistant principal at Memorial School, and then I got the job of a lifetime. I became personnel director. When all the Abbott money came to Vineland, we went from 400 teachers to 1,000 in 2.5 years, and I had to hire everybody. And it's unfortunate, well, fortunate for her, unfortunate for me, that Nancee came to work for Vineland. Unbeknownst to myself, the superintendent of schools, the assistant superintendent of schools, that there was a nepotism policy put in that only affected 4 people in the district: the superintendent, the assistant superintendents, and the personnel director. So we hired Nancee as a teacher, then we hired her as a supervisor. Well, someone brought to our attention that Nancee had to be interviewed by an outside committee, including board members, in order to take the job because I was her brother and there may have been nepotism taking place.
Imagine that
Yes.
in Vineland.
Yes. So we had to go through the whole thing, and she was extremely upset, obviously, because she quit her job in Woodbury to come to Vineland. Well, to make a long story short, we got it cleared up, and now she is where she is, and she's retiring, and she had a great career. Just a few little things. I don't know if any of our brothers and sisters are ADHD, but I think Nancee may be close to that. I know I'm not, and I'll just speak for myself, but Nancee is like excessive compulsive. I think all of you know that. And listening to this skit that was put on, it was fantastic. And it goes back to me, and I know my wife was hearing the same thing because she was elementary and I was middle school, to get the substitutes. Did you get all this? Which substitute are you going to take that is a non-teacher and put them into a teaching position? All these little things, and then parents call up and say, this teacher said this, or this kid did this, and who was in the boys' lavatory with the girl, and vice versa. I don't think you had that issue, but I had it at Memorial. So there's a lot of different things principals have to go through, and it's daily. It's daily. It's just not walk in, sit down, teach your classroom, walk out at the end of the day and think, there's another one now. It's 24/7. And I know it, my wife knows it, and Nancee knows it. And the good thing is she's getting out when she's sane. Well, that's you're right, that's questionable. But basically, she's had a great career. I was glad that I hired her, and I was glad that she stayed as long as she did. And preschool program is her baby from inception, and now will be hopefully carried on by Lynn Monteleone, if this board has their head on straight. Yeah. And and it'll be a good transition for Lynn to move forward. And that's all I have to say. I'm glad she's healthy. I'm glad she's retiring. And I'm glad she's sane.
Okay, Nancy. When there are family parties, Nancy always comes up with a song that people sing together with Nancy. Well, fortunately, I can't sing, so I'm not doing a song for you. But we want you to come up because Nancy does write poems for just about every occasion, and I can write poems.
There's one tonight.
Well, this is the first one. So we wrote one for Nancy. And we'll just let her look at it. And I'm going to read it. It kind of gives you an idea of Nancy's career. It's called A Preschool Legacy. This career began in January in the year 1985. Did I get that right? Yeah. Miss Phillips became a teacher in a district where students would thrive. Her second graders truly loved her. Woodbury Public Schools acquired an ace. This redhead served as a role model to youngsters all over the place. Kids Care Club became her creation, so her students would learn about caring. The values she taught were inspiring, like honesty, respect, and sharing. Then many years later in Vineland, the Impact Program was hatched. Nancy pursued a preschool position, and from Woodbury, this teacher was snatched. Preschool education was always her passion. The Red Room became her hangout. Remember that? I bet Michelle remembers that too. Her 4-year-olds were in for an experience they never even dreamed about. Her success became so outstanding, Miss Nancee soon rose to the top. Grade level leader, staff development facilitator, supervisor. Her ladder climbing never did stop. Then one day, her dream became reality. A preschool principal she would become. And Vineland had gained a new leader who made the whole program just hum. Dedication, competency, and professionalism were Mrs. Bleistein's traits above the rest. She insisted on quality and perfection, and her preschools quickly became the best. After years of leading Vineland's preschools, Superwoman made a decision to retire. An exhausting career would be ending, but her legacy would always inspire. And now the Phillips talent in the family is going to do some singing.
Nothing is going right.
evening, ladies, gentlemen, staff, directors, special guests, friends, and family of Nancee Gleistein. My name is Michelle Bocchetti, and I've had the privilege of working with Nancee since the inception of the Impact Program. Some people come into your life briefly and fleetingly, and then they move on just as quickly. But then there are other people like Nancee Gleistein, who make their mark, and they will forever stay in our hearts. I met Nancee in 1998 when we began as preschool teachers at the Impact Program. Impact was a brand new grant program, as you heard earlier, that started with 5 preschool classrooms. We had 5 inclusive classrooms that serviced 60 children. Over the course of the last 18 years, our program has grown. It has changed. It has physically moved. Changes that included 7 different locations, different buildings, 5 different superintendents. And our program also grew from 60 students to 1,350 plus students and 100 classrooms. We have 2 in-district sites with 18 classrooms, and we also have 9 contracted provider sites. So as you can see, we have grown. Nancee, as principal of the preschool program, is responsible for the oversight of this program. This position she never took lightly. She works long, hard hours, and she meets the mandates of the state and the district. She works with our directors, our teachers, our parents, our administrators, and the staff to provide optimal services for each one of our preschool students. Nancee will continue to do that to the very last day that she works here, because that's who Nancee is. And as Rusty said, she's like our Energizer bunny. I agree with that ADHD. Our program was established to serve underprivileged children who come to school 18 months delayed from their peers. Over the course of the years, anyone who's ever known Nancee knows that she's never steered away from that purpose. Representing the underdog, she has been the voice for the children who have had no voice. And her passion is a driving force in everything that she has done for our program. Nancee began as a teacher. She moved on as a facilitator, supervisor, and finally the principal of the program. And over those years, Nancee has been instrumental in some monumental changes that have affected for the better the lives of our preschoolers. Nancee has made her mark in preschool. Principal, role model, mentor, and friend, ever present, Nancee, you have touched the lives of so many. Always passionate, dignified, and creating a presence, challenging each of us to reach higher and strive further. You have affected the lives of our youngest learners. Endless hours of working, preparing, supporting, motivating, and guiding. You, the catalyst of change, ensured we all worked toward a mission that could affect the lives and help actualize dreams. Remember you, Nancee? Oh yes, we always will. Emulating your example, your passion, a goal that's worth aspiring to, we will never forget, we will remember. And so today, we're saying goodbye and thank you. And in the years that lie ahead, recall us fondly and embrace the exciting challenges that await you. Make the most of each and every day and pay it forward, a lesson that you have taught so many. Finally, embrace the knowledge that you have made a lasting legacy. You have shaped and molded young minds. You have guided compassionate souls and generous spirits, creating a cornerstone of the tomorrows that are yet to come.
Nancee, you will be remembered. You have made a difference. In closing, these things we warmly wish for you. Someone to love, some work to do, a bit of sun, a bit of cheer, and a guardian angel always near. Remember the past with fondness, look to the future with eagerness, live each moment to the fullest, and may God bless you and George.
Also sent their warm wishes and love. And so what we want to do now is just give you a very small token of the appreciation and love that everyone has for you. Sounds like I have really good shoes to follow. George, I believe you wanted to come up and say a few words. Cindy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Cindy's been crying all night.
Again, I'm just here to, just real quick, just to say thank you for everybody who came tonight. I know this means a lot to Nancee, and because when we were trying to decide, keep it a surprise or tell her, we came to the conclusion surprises wasn't going to work.
I'm too nosy. No.
Then she said, well, is anybody going to show up? Here's her answer. So thank you all for coming. But some special thank yous, starting with Lynn and Joanne, Michelle, Marisa, Chrissy, Penny, Cindy, and Terry. You guys did a wonderful job planning this party, and I just heartfelt thank you for putting this wonderful show together. Thank you. I have a poem. Not a guy from Nancee. I'm going to turn it over to Nancee because she can write a poem.
Before I start talking, okay? But I need 10 volunteers, so could I have 10 volunteers, please? No. Come on, I need 10 volunteers. Come on up, okay? Come on up. 10, please. 10. Matt, you're going to be one. Come on. Okay, the rules are this. Do not look. Do not look. You are just literally going to hold this up like this until it's your turn. Okay? We're going to start. We're going to do Nancee's top 10 countdown.
Yeah, you took my advice.
No, yes. Don't look.
I'm afraid I'll get it tomorrow.
But just, you have to see what your number is. Because when I call you, you have to do that would be a great idea.
Right, yeah.
You're going to be in numerical order.
From high to low or low to high?
We're going to start in 10. Okay? Okay, I need one more volunteer. Come on up, Jeanette. All right. Well, actually, let me think about this. All right, why don't we all line up here so everybody
ADHD. OCD.
We got it. Great. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. Okay, number 10. Number 10. You turn it, you flip it. Okay, number 10, surround yourself with positive people. Number 9, chocolate needs to be a part of everyone's life. Get a healthy dose of antioxidants. attitude. Your attitude defines who you are, how you deal with challenges, and who you will become. Number 7, blessings. See the blessings in all circumstances. Number 6, content. Be content. Be content in all circumstances. When you are content, you are happy in your life. Number 5, hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer does keep you from getting sick. And I'm going to say, I am extremely proud of all the people I have gotten hooked on hand sanitizer. Really am, because they are healthier people in the long run. All right, number 4, heroes. Heroes are among us every day. Learn from their examples, and my daughter was certainly my hero. 3, one of Colette's favorite sayings, life is too short to be anything but happy, so be happy. Number 2, another saying by Colette, my daughter, your problems are never bigger than your purpose. At a very young age, she got what was important, and she was a great role model. In the midst of all of her suffering, she reached out to people, and because she felt like God had a purpose for her. So that has been a great example to me. And then number 1 is God in prayer. Never underestimate the power of prayer. And God will see you through all circumstances in your life. George and I are living proof of that. He will sustain you, strengthen you, and bless you if you are intentionally have eyes to see the blessing. So they're my top 10. Thank you.
We're doing it right.
I train them well, don't I? Good evening. Thank you for your presence here tonight. I am truly humbled by how many people came to share my celebration of my retirement. I want to first acknowledge the committee members for the amazing celebration they have taken so much time to plan and we are experiencing right now. Would you all please stand so we can acknowledge it? Come on, committee members. Don't be shy. I also want to thank my husband George for your wonderful friendship and compassion and understanding and love. You have been an amazing father and a wonderful soulmate to me. Statistics state that 1 out of 2 couples who lose a child end up in divorce. Colette's death has brought us closer. I'm so thankful for that. You've accepted my OCD tendencies, has helped me live through the joys and challenges of this job and the loss of our only child. You always seem to know the perfect timing as to when you needed to use your humor to calm me. To my family and friends who are here tonight, thank you for your unconditional love. You have walked with us through times of great celebration. We have laughed together, and your presence has been so evident in our great trials and loss. You have prayed with us and prayed for us, encouraged us, and continue to demonstrate your love and loyalty every day. Well, I've had a lot of time to reflect on what I should say this night. You know, this keyboard is just thank you. I think it was Pat's idea that you did not surprise me, so I do totally appreciate that. As you can imagine, on many different levels, this is very emotional for me. This career I've had for over 32 years has helped mold me and form me into who I am today. I can remember as a child, I always wanted to be a teacher. I would play school in my bedroom with a chalkboard on a stand, do a seating chart, do read alouds, and reprimand the same students who got spoken to in school that day. There was nothing else I wanted to do when I grew up. I loved the preschoolers, and I even taught Sunday school for over 15 years and taught the preschoolers. After high school, I went to Glassboro State College. That's really growing now for you youngies, okay? And enrolled in their preschool program. When I graduated, I not only had a preschool certification, but I also took a few extra classes to get my elementary certificate. Little did I know until the job search began that being a preschool teacher didn't pay much, and there were no benefits offered. During my college years, I worked for an attorney as a legal secretary part-time, and then went to work part-time for Superior Court Judge DeSimone and then Judge Francis. Judge Francis's wife Peggy is here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. She's become a wonderful friend. I then became a court clerk and was offered a teaching job in my former district. So imagine going back to a district as a teacher when you were a student. It wasn't, very challenging at first. I originally started out in January as a basic skills teacher at the high school, and then I went to elementary school and taught 2nd and 3rd grade for 13 years. While in Woodbury, the principal told me because I could handle the students with discipline issues and the special needs students so well, that is why he gave them to me every year. Thank you so much. After a while, it got old fast when the teacher next door would get all the well-behaved students. So in talking with my sister-in-law, Pat, one day, she told me it sounded like I needed a change. So I interviewed for a preschool job at Impact. I got the job and left Woodbury after more than 13 years there. And I also took a pay cut, but my wonderful husband said to me, "Your happiness is priceless." What a guy, isn't it? Hence my journey in violin began. Oh, I forgot to tell you that my brother Rusty had just been hired as the new executive director of personnel. So that complicated any job I applied for because, he could never have had a sister who was competent and worked hard to earn promotions. I had to have board members at my interviews to ensure that I was the best candidate for the position. But after time, people who work with me saw my work ethic and my passion for preschool. Or maybe it got to a point that I really didn't care what people thought. Probably that. I really came to Vine and to have fun being a teacher again. Yet God had other plans for me. Soon after I was in preschool, I became the teacher in charge. Then I became a staff development facilitator. I left Impact for about a year and a half to be the staff facilitator at Dane Barcy Elementary School under Monica Dannenberger's leadership. That job really paved the way and allowed me to use skills I never knew I possessed. We had study groups, disaggregated and analyzed data. I wrote grants and gained valuable experience in the daily operations of a school. From there, I went back to school and earned my supervisor's certificate and became the early childhood supervisor for curriculum instruction in preschool. I came into this rather large program with private providers and in-district classrooms. Although I taught in preschool a couple of years before that, I wanted to go into the classrooms, talk to staff and the directors, and then reflect on the direction of the program. What was so obvious to me was there was no unity between the district and provider program. There were two separate entities, so unifying us as one program became a huge goal. I then created procedures and protocols that we would all follow. There needed to be a universal lesson plan that we would all use with accountability of turning in and posting lesson plans weekly and high expectations for learning. Small group time lessons needed to be literacy and math-based, not mainly creative representation. That's a fancy word for art. So with the blessing of the superintendent, central administration, and the board, I began implementing change. I then started referring to our program as the Violin Preschool Program. I actually never got permission to call it that, but nobody said anything, so it just continued. And we call it that until today. The students in the provider centers are Violin Board of Ed students. They are just in different buildings. So it made perfect sense to me back then, and the program name has lasted for the past 12 years. 4 years after I was early childhood supervisor, I became the principal of the Violin Preschool Program. And here we are today, acknowledged by the Division of Early Childhood Education at the Department of Education as one of the top high-quality preschool programs in the state. I have certainly not achieved this alone. Our program now consists of 100 classrooms in 11 locations with over 1,350 students. Ultimately, I am the one responsible for it all. So do you understand why I'm retired? However, any effective leader can't implement accountability, high expectations, and change alone. When you have great people in place with the same vision and passion that you have, it works and it's successful. The directors in their centers follow the guidance and what's in code from the state, as well as the stipulations in the contract between the district and each provider. They know we expect them to hold the staff accountable in their buildings at the same high level we hold the district staff. All teachers throughout our programs are expected to implement the curriculum and support all students, no matter where they are developmentally, to ultimately offer them a high-quality preschool educational experience. In addition, I have an assistant principal, Lynn Monteleone, and Supervisor Michelle Bicchetti, who have helped me oversee the program. Their leadership, expertise, and loyalty have helped us to improve our program on an ongoing basis. Lynn, I love that you see the world with rose-colored glasses on. They have dimmed a bit, but you still always have your delightful demeanor. Your commitment, love, and passion for the students and our program is evident every day. Thank you for coming on board these 3 years ago and diving into the pool with no life preserver on. You have risen to the top as your many experiences and bonding have helped you to be at this place and time, and you are so deserving of all you have accomplished. Then I am so proud that you will be the new principal pending board approval. I know that you have shared that my shoes are too big to fill, and that was perfect. You said it tonight. Thank you. You won't be filling my shoes. You will put on your own pair and begin a new path. I am very confident that the program will continue to thrive as it has. You will continue our legacy, and each child will continue to grow, love learning, and have a great preschool experience. Michelle, you have been such a wonderful leader of curriculum instruction. Your efforts have continued to challenge each of us to learn and grow professionally in new ways. Your vast knowledge of research and best practices are evident every day. You enable each of us to be better professionals so that we may better support our students because of your thoughtful and intentional planning. You and I began this program together almost 18 years ago, and I have been so blessed by your friendship, love, loyalty, and expertise. You and I have seen many changes over the years, but we both passionately know that what we do for our students each day is vital to their success and survival. To the directors who are here tonight, will you stand, please? All the provider directors that came tonight, would you please stand? Can we give them a round of applause? I want to thank you for taking this ride with us and instilling the same passion we have for this program in your centers. We are a highly regarded program because you help us to implement it in your centers at very high quality, so thank you. I'd like to thank Mrs. Terry Galucci, Director of Special Ed, and Diane Mazzi, her husband John's here too, I don't want to diminish him, but Diane actually was my first supervisor. When I became supervisor of curriculum instruction, Diane was my supervisor. So thank you all for being here, coming tonight, and for your ongoing support and guidance. I have learned from your expertise, and those experiences have enriched me both professionally and personally. To the amazing and dedicated preschool staff and some retirees who are here tonight. Retirees who are here, please stand up. Come on, stand on up. Where's Jimmy? Where's Jimmy? Ginny, stand up, please, or I'm not continuing. Thank you. Okay, thank you, retirees. To the amazing and dedicated preschool staff, I wanted you to know that I have tried to care about you both on a professional and on a personal level. A special thanks to many of you who allowed me into your personal worlds. That has been such a blessing to me. Thank you for your dedication and your commitment. You are the true heroes in our program as you bring your best every day to our students. Whether you work in the classroom, in an office, Cindy, Francis, and everyone else that's here, or help to keep our buildings clean and safe. Thank you for your passion to our great cause. So would all the preschool staff please stand, whether you are a teacher, aide, secretary, any portion of our program, would you please, directors, stand up too, you're part of it, come on. Thank you for your collaboration. It's just been a joy, so thank you so much. Kim actually was with us almost at the beginning, right? So she has been with us many, many years, and thank you for your your guidance, your assistance, being an ear for me when I needed really sound advice. So thank you so much, and thank you for your friendship. Why we do what we do as students. I have really tried to keep the focus of my decisions on what is in the best interest of our students. And some days that was challenging when I was dealing with staffing issues, union issues, staff, parents, students' needs and concerns, challenging behaviors of students, parent concerns or lack of support, safety issues and emergencies which arose regularly. I am proud that I have advocated so passionately for the students, our program and staff, because the students deserve the best and so do the staff. Our preschool program is the hardest working personnel in Vineland Public Schools. There is no doubt about that. If you want to be exhausted, come into a preschool class for a day and you will be amazed at the energy that our teachers and our staff have to support our students. Just amazing. Finally, I would like to close. Hold on. Oh, I did say that. Finally, I would like to close and ask any of you, whether you are family, friends, or employees, to please forgive me if I have not been patient, loving, and kind to you. Maybe I was short and abrupt, and you did not feel like I valued what you had to say. Maybe I wasn't the best listener, or maybe my passion came across a little too strong. I ask for your forgiveness. I would not be here today without the love and support of each of you. You have helped me to become who I am today. All I wanted to do was to be a teacher, and look where God brought me. I want to close with a poem I wrote which speaks to each of you. And it's called I Thank You. And I hope I hear you. Okay. I thank you for your presence in my life all of these years. We have celebrated true happiness and yet a bit of tears. I thank you for your friendship, your loyalty, and your love. I thank you for the gifts you shared and your prayers to God above. I thank you for your encouragement when my days were full of strife. I thank you each for allowing me to share in your personal life. For when you shared your heart with me, my heart grew bigger too. I thank you for the blessings I have reaped from knowing you. I thank you for the laughter, oh how we've had such fun, the seeds of learning you planted to bring growth to everyone. For each of us are teachers in our own special way, some in classrooms, some in offices, some in our homes every day. To the preschool staff, I thank you for your commitment through and through. SGOs, PGPs, Eckers 3 and Core 2. I knew you'd like that one. For heroes are among us, they model and they teach. I thank you for the special children you so passionately reach. For you are the true heroes for each preschool child you've touched. I've been blessed to be your leader as you've taught me so very much. About sacrifice, forgiveness, loving unconditionally. For you have been true heroes in my world so vividly. I'll soon begin a new chapter, new storylines, a new plot. I thank you, you've been a gift to me, and know you are loved a lot. Thank you so much. Let's have